off of social media and spending more time on the creative side of what I do, which in turn helped fix a lot of my creative problems. Sometimes you just have a really, really good start to the day. So I didn't have any breakfast at the house. I'm on my way to work and pulled up my Chick-fil-A app so I can get a chicken biscuit meal and, start my day off on a good note. It's my Friday, so trying to start the day off right. Got into the Chick-fil-A app. It was like, congratulations, you've hit red status this year. I said, heck yeah, let's go. Got ready to place my order. It said, hey, your chicken biscuit, I got 2 chicken biscuits. The second chicken biscuit is free. It's covered in your points. All you gotta do is pay for your chicken biscuit meal. You'd be good to go. So I was like, heck yeah, what an awesome morning. Then I went to go pay for it. And guess what? I got Apple Cash. My Apple Cash covered the rest of the breakfast. My breakfast is free. I'm getting free breakfast. I love some free Chick-fil-A. That's how you start your weekend off right. Man, I wanted to take you guys on a hike this morning and get outside because it's been like a week or so since I've been able to get out and do anything because it's been busy with work. We just got out of Holy Week with church, and then we had a busy post-Easter week, just kind of getting our bearings straight for the rest of the year, and really wanted to get outside and do some hiking, but it has been raining like for the past 3 or 4 days. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any cool outside adventures, but we got some fun stuff going on today. Going to Chattanooga tonight to go to a baseball game. Going to go see the Chattanooga Lookouts, play some baseball and all that. And who knows, maybe we'll get ourselves into something else fun during this weekend. It is, Friday? We got Saturday, Sunday? Yeah. So, but there is one thing that was on my mind this week that I would love to kind of like chat about during this week's video, and that is like creative burnout, or burnout in general, and how it can like really crush your spirit as far as like being a creative and feeling like you can continue to do what you love, and how you, even like I said, even if you're not a creative, if you're just doing a job that you really love but you're starting to feel like you're getting burnt out. I've been there. I've been in that season before, and I've got a few tips that I've developed in my life that maybe they'll be helpful for you as well. So as we go through the video, I'm going to drop some of those hints into the video as well, to hopefully help you guys out with any kind of burnout, creative burnout, work burnout, whatever it is, hopefully to help you guys maybe get over that hurdle. So one of the very first things that I did to help with the burnout issue is really creating boundaries for myself. There was a period of time in my life where I didn't know how to say the word no. And I mean, I'm not perfect. There are still times whenever that comes up, and there are times when it's not appropriate to say no. But there are a lot of times when you probably should say no, and you need to learn how to do that. So I would pick up every project, every job, anything that somebody asked me to do, I would do. And from a creative standpoint, if you are consistently creating for other people, you're not creating for yourself, and you're using a lot of your creative energy on accomplishing tasks for other people, which is great. Sometimes you got to do that to pay the bills, and that is perfectly fine. But there is a limit to when you need to be able to say, I just can't, because if I continue to go down this path, I will use all of my creative juices that I would use to create art for myself. And once again, this builds into every aspect of work. I'm just using creativity and art as my example, but being able to create those boundaries and say no and learn to find those times to create for yourself is very, very important in helping keep burnout from happening. The second way that I would say that you need to help burnout is have other activities outside of what you normally do. So my big thing is find fun activities and go hang out with friends. Tonight, we're at a baseball game in Chattanooga with the Chattanooga Lookouts. It's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Things today, so make sure to get your tickets if you haven't already. There's 2 ticket sales spaces over here. We'll be drawing for the raffle items at 12:30. You don't want to miss out.
Art in different ways. And so this is really a foundational piece.
What's up? We were just talking about you. Yeah. My last tip for combating burnout is one that some people might think is a little controversial, but I stick with it because I know it worked. So during a season of my life, I got really burnt out creatively, and I found that the source of a lot of my problems was the fact that I kept seeing other creatives on social media, and I started comparing myself to what they did throughout their social platforms. So for example, as a musician, I felt like I had to keep up with other musicians who were consistently putting out, or felt like they were consistently putting out brand new content. So that puts a pressure on you as a creative, because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to be able to keep my content in front of people as well, so I have to continue to create. And this became a rabbit hole in multiple areas, whether it's working in music, whether it's doing physical art, whether it's working in a church like I do and following a bunch of churches and seeing what they do, all the way down to even if you're, working a corporate job. That comparison trap is a pitfall for everybody. And so what I did was I just went through my social media accounts and literally unfollowed anybody that was making anything creative that would cause me to fall into a comparison trap spiral. So unfollowed everybody. And over time, my brain began to click back on, because I was no longer worried about just creating fast content. I wasn't seeing the content anymore. And so I was spending more time off of social media and spending more time on the creative side of what I do, which in turn helped fix a lot of my creative problems. And I'm not gonna say it fixed it completely, because I'm human. I still deal with it on a day-to-day basis, but it is nowhere near as bad as it was during that season of my life. And at this point, I'm back to following people, and if I feel like I need a clean sweep of my brain, I'll just go in and do the same thing and follow everybody for a season and just focus on my artwork. So I guess my tip for you at the end of this, if you're feeling that creative burnout, I encourage you to go to social media and unfollow every person that is creative. Just do it for a short season. Try it for like 30 days. And I bet you'll start to see some sparks of creativity in your own life. I hope those tips were helpful for you this week on addressing different ways that we can experience burnout, whether it's creative or just work burnout in general. And just to go over those 3 one more time, I encourage you guys to 1, learn how to set boundaries. 2, find ways to get hobbies or disconnect from work in some way, whether that's going out with friends, creating a life, and realizing that you are not your creativity. You are a person, and there are things that you can do outside of the things that you normally are creative with that can bring you life, and then ultimately bring more creativity down the road. And then the last thing is to purge your social media for a season. And like I said, I challenge you for 30 days to disconnect for a little bit and just focus on your own stuff. Don't worry about the comparison trap of other people. So we got a lot more videos coming out. I really appreciate everybody who's been following here recently. Your engagement and just knowing that you're there is incredible. And we got more content coming out in the future. I want to get back out onto some trails. It's been raining a lot around here, so hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll hit some more trails, explore some more of the North Georgia and Chattanooga area. But in the meantime, if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications, because we are on a mission to hit 100 subscribers on this channel by the end of this year. And the more that you guys engage with this content, the more I know that you guys are enjoying it and want to see more of it. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and I'll see you guys next week.